Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. Now, it's been a while since we've seen him, and many of you out there may never have seen him before because we have quite a few new subscribers over the last year. So I'd like to introduce you to somebody called Dr. Bob. Bob, hello. Long time no see.
Hello, Greg.
How are you?
How are you? Okay?
Well, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good. You're looking very fit and very healthy.
Very strong.
and I'm glad you're back in your shop and your shop is open and everything is getting back to normal.
Yeah, slowly, progressively, very positively moving forward.
Good.
We're all happy down here to see people coming in and having a chat, you know?
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I like to see normality kind of creeping back slowly, so that's good news. Well, like I said in the intro, there's probably a lot of people out there that have never actually seen you on BMTV before. So very briefly, do you want to tell everybody your story of how you got into the industry and how you got to be where you are now?
Okay, right, very briefly then, in a nutshell, it happened in the very early 90s. My daughter actually went on holiday and bought me a bag of 260 Qs from Orange County, USA.
Yeah.
She came back and opened the bag up and I was, wow, I played with this one, tried this, tried that, and wasn't very successful, but I persisted and then found some other balloons. And then within about 18 months, I was, just before that actually, was doing parties and entertaining children with balloons because I was doing magic before that.
Yeah.
And then it progressed into the opportunity of opening up with my brother-in-law with a small shop on the side of his business within 18 months to 2 years.
Yeah.
From there, I started doing parties, small decorations, retail, and then moved from there then into bigger things, a few things for TV, the Children in Need program, and then found out about events and things, got involved in that when a few of them progressed, and then became a Qualitex instructor, and from there, then the business grew and grew and grew.
Yeah.
And here I am today teaching.
And you've got your shop as well there. So you're in your shop at the moment.
Oh, yes.
Alex has just suggested that maybe we should do a tour of your shop at some point in the future. So you could
in the future,
walk us around that. I think that'd be really good because it looks very smart, I have to say. It looks great.
Well, we just had the a brand new sign done on it. I've just finished painting the outside. We're actually currently working on the inside as well.
Fantastic.
And on the new studio downstairs.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic. So, Bob, you're known in the industry for what you do. We've obviously, if you want to look back at some of the previous Dr. Bob videos, there's a playlist on our channel. Just go to playlists and find Dr. Bob, and there's quite a few. But Bob is known for, I think it's quite large stuff and quite precise stuff as well. And of course, today, on the day of filming, it is May the 4th. And of course, May the 4th is Star Wars Day. And you are very well known for your famous Darth Vader, are you not?
I am indeed. That was a great thing. He stood, I think it was 7'6" tall, and he was very imposing.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. We'll put a picture of him up on the screen. But the thing that amazed me about it, and when we talked about it before, was just how precise. Just a couple of millimeters wrong, and it would look different. But you're just very, very precise with what you do. So that's what impressed me the first time we met, and you were just doing. I can't even remember what you were making, but it was just how precise you are, and I think that really does make a difference. But anyway, Bob, you're going to show us how to make something today.
Yeah.
Do you want to show us what you're going to make us first and then make it?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, I did pick up a balloon the other day, a brand new one, and I thought I'd like to look at this, and I thought there's so many opportunities on this picture.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do, I'll show you now, is to make this lovely underwater theme with a deep sea diver. I'd love you to see that. Yeah,
that's fantastic. Yeah,
I'm going to show you how to make all the different elements.
Okay.
And it takes a bit of practice to do this, but I'll do it quite slowly and keep things as simple as possible.
Okay, fantastic. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay,
I'm excited.
Right. To start off with, the base is made up of 3 duplets of 4.5-inch blooms.
Yeah.
In lime green. I'll just show you how I tie these, and just quickly, because most people know the duplets. With mine, I bring them in, cross them over, and tie off, and keep a little bit of elasticity between the two.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm using a sizing box at the moment, but you don't have to use that all the time. You can count your pumps once you know your actual pump. And then just go in there.
That looks like a very well used sizing box, Bob.
Well, believe it or not, I think this one is about 18 years old.
Wow.
And it's still, well, you can see I renew this every so often, and I clean it as well, give it a wipe every so often.
I'm just putting it out there, Bob. I'm just putting it out there. We sell them, so I'm just putting that out there if you want another one.
But they last really well, you know.
Well, seemingly, yeah, that's amazing.
I use mine every single day.
Yeah. So even with your many years of experience, you still like to use it to get that consistency.
Oh, sorry, I was doing that too fast then. So I just basically bring these in.
Yep.
In just once, twice, 3 times.
Yep.
There are several ways of doing this, and then I bring that one in here.
Yeah.
And twist 3 times again. And then when I come to bring the weight in, see that, whoops, that one's gone up. They all crisscross in the center.
Yeah.
See that? Okay. And then I just add the weight into the center of that, then do my 4-inch, put them on top. But the most important thing, I wanted to show you the elements of the diver and the coral as well.
Yeah.
So if I start with that one next, I use the hand pump, and I'm using a 352. And if you look on the picture, the diver is actually orange. Unfortunately, as you know, stock is a bit difficult at the moment, and I haven't got any 350, so I've used goldenrod instead.
Nobody would have noticed. Nobody would have noticed, Bob. But carry on.
So there's a handful there, and it's nice and soft.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to make the body first of all, and the body is approximately 5 inches in size. So all I'm going to do is just gently squeeze and twist. Fold over.
Why did you squeeze? Why did you squeeze and twist?
Well, when you squeeze and twist, it forces the air out, so it makes the bubble nice and soft. Okay. Because every time you twist the bubble, it gets tighter and tighter.
Yeah.
So that's tied off now. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing again, gently squeeze and twist. And this time I'm going to measure up. And there's several ways I can do this. And what I'm going to do here is what we call a roll through. So I'm going to pull these 2 apart, like so, and push through the center.
Ah, yes.
And just keep doing that. And that's what we call a roll through.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to waste this end, but I'm going to cut this little piece off here.
You're very strong, Bob.
Ooh, I could crush a grape.
Nobody watching any younger than like 40 will know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's it. So then the next thing I'm going to do is make a pair of legs. And with this one, I'm just going to twist. I folded them in half, so I got 2 pieces.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is tie a knot on the end, like so. Fold them in half. Not fold them in half. Make 2 equal bubbles. That's what I should have said, sorry. I'm thinking about origami at the moment. Twist them. And then I'm going to use the little piece on the end there to tie in. But you can use straps if you want to.
Yeah.
And then that's going to be tied into the bottom. So. And there is the body and the legs.
Cool.
Now, over here, I've got another bubble, which I use on the other balloon. And what I'm going to do is just roughly get the size of the arm. So it's a fraction shorter than the legs. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what I'm going to do is twist this quite a few times. So I'm creating elasticity in between the center. I do this a lot.
Yeah.
And then come into the end here and then just tie a knot.
So that twisting has made a bit in the middle that's uninflated effectively.
Well, it did. And I let go.
Oh, dear, Bob.
It happens to the best of us, Greg. Here we go. No damage.
This is real life, Bob. This is real life. This is working with balloons.
So all I got to do now, because I've tied the knot there, is I just put my thumb and finger in between, keep twisting.
And why is that? Just to add distance?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to gently open that up, slide it through, and there's our arms.
Excellent.
Okay. And then what I've done is we can use sapphire blue if you want to, but I've taken one of the navy blue Qualitex balloons. Okay. And I thought this is a great colour for a deep sea diver. And inflate it so it's approximately 7 to 7.5 inches. I would say that just a bit bigger than the 7 there.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to tie a knot in it. Now, as you notice on this sailor, what I've done, you can use vinyl if you want to, but I used a gold paint.
Oh, right, okay. So you just painted that on there?
Yeah, and what I've used is a Sharpie, gold Sharpie.
Yeah.
And I used 2 of the vinyl rolls. I use these for a lot of things. Perhaps we can talk about bits and pieces I use and what I use them for.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah. So basically what I've done is put that onto the position where I want it. If I hold it like this so you can see, and then just basically drawn around the edge there. If I do that quickly a minute. Obviously, I'm going to do this on the table, Greg.
Yeah.
This is just purely for... And then what I do is hold it and then put the edge of the pen like so, going around. And keep going round like that. And get thicker. And then to get it, I put that one on top, draw around.
Yep, yeah.
Again. And that gives me the picture. The nice circle on the top of the actual face. And then I use a ruler just to draw the lines on.
I think sometimes
it only takes a few minutes.
With vinyl, everybody just thinks that's what you've got to do. But sometimes something as simple as that is just as effective, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
It is. But if you look at that, it gives you that oldie effect as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bring it closer.
Yeah, I like it.
And all I've done here, sorry?
I like it.
All I've done there is put a black felt tip pen there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Looks very good, Bob.
Thank you. So I didn't want to waste too much time on that. It's more on the techniques than anything else.
Absolutely, yeah.
So again, I've taken the navy blue. Now I've stretched that from end to tip. Okay,
Yeah.
so there's the end we inflate. I've given a stretch. I'm going to place this underneath my foot by an inch. Whoops.
Okay.
So it's nice and tight. Don't let go because it'll hurt. And I'm using my nitrogen bottle to actually stretch it. We've done this before, haven't we, Greg?
You know, your memory's better than mine. I feel
and
like
then all I do is hold it to chest height and just gently pull the trigger. Oops, hang on.
Hey.
And then we get a nice 160Q.
Yeah, very good. So why do you not just hand pump that?
Well, I use a nitrogen because it lasts longer.
Yeah.
And also I get a consistent, I don't get lumps and bumps. If you've got somebody standing next to you and they can hold it steady and you can give it a pump, you get a couple of ripples on it when you're doing it.
Yeah.
If I show you, you can get the same effect, but you've got to be consistent.
Yeah. So it's really to stop the ridges, effectively, is why you'd use the nitrogen.
Yeah.
Or compressed air, I guess you could use that.
Yeah, that's doing it myself, and you can see the difference.
Yeah, I see one or two little bumps there. Yeah.
You can still use it, you know. Now this piece here now is going to be for his suit, the front part.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to put that in the joint there, bring it down. I've measured from top to bottom, and then twist it a few times, and then loop it around, and then just bring it back up the other side. Tuck it in.
Yeah.
Twist a few times again. Now I'm going to put 3 little knots in there. I usually put 2, but when I cut it short, if you only put 1 knot in there, it's just going to go and then come undone because of the tension. So there we are, that's that bit. Stretch that out. And then I want to use this bit for around his neck, and I'll leave that for later.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring his helmet in now. And I've just pulled that into the joint. Pick it a bit. Lock that in there now, nice and firmly. Then I'm just going to bring this around. So I'm going to do 2 small bubbles, one this side, halfway.
Yeah.
And then go around the other side halfway. Knot. 2 knots.
So this is obviously an under the sea theme. Are you finding that that's very popular at the moment?
Yeah, well, yes, I'm getting the mermaids, and mainly I'm getting a lot more jungles as well as the sea.
Yeah, yeah.
The mermaids are more popular, but I'm thinking that this is ideal for a boy as well, because if you look at the actual, and if you want to do this for a girl, we can bring in a pink octopus.
Yeah.
You know, we can bring a mermaid into it if we wanted to as well.
Yeah.
You know, it's got lots of opportunity. This has it.
Yeah,
It's got so many colours.
Love it.
Now we're almost done with the diver. So all we need now is his hands, and I'm going to do this by the hand pump. I'm going to make his mitts with a 260Q normal size. And I suppose that's about a 2-inch bubble. Twist it around. Like that. 2 knots. And do the same again on the other side. So all I'm doing is folding over, give it a gentle squeeze, measure up. If it's not thing, I untwist it, push hard again, and twist. And there we go.
That was the tiniest
Until
little
I'm
bit of
content
movement.
with the size.
That was the tiniest bit of movement that you did there to get that perfect. That's what I'm talking about. You're so precise. You get it absolutely right.
Well, the reason why I do that is that if you keep consistency, if you think, oh, that'll do,
Yeah.
you become complacent.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you strive to keep everything consistent and keep everything looking precise, then your work is going to stand with you.
There's one phrase
through
that
time.
there's one phrase that I think everybody in our industry should avoid, and do you know what that is?
What's that?
It's good enough. In fact, whatever business you're in, it's good enough. If it's just good enough, it's not good enough.
I'm not just saying this, but I'm always striving to better myself. You know, I've been at it 27 years now plus, and I'm still striving to go that bit, you know, learning different things, more techniques. I'm very fortunate that I can put my hand to most things, but
yeah.
you know, I'm learning technology now and stuff. You know, I'm trying to progress in other areas.
Well, you came down for a training course,
still master
didn't you?
some.
You came down for a training
Sorry?
course here. You came down for a training course here back in 2019 before COVID. So
That's right, yeah.
Even with all your years of knowledge and experience, you're still learning.
Well, other instructors can give you tips and hints that you hadn't even thought about. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
absolutely.
You should never say that you know it all. Never.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I like to learn. You know, Julie teaches me stuff. I teach her bits. You know, and we gain from each other all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna do the boots next and do them a little bit bigger, exactly the same way as the other one. I'm sorry for the delay, Greg, because the squeaking is making it difficult.
It's fine.
Well, that's that one. And then let's put you down there a second. And then I'm going to twist that one. Yeah, that's good. Test myself because I use the very finest of bits sometimes to tie a knot into a thing.
Yeah. I have trouble tying a knot in a normal balloon anyway, Bob. So that's very impressive.
So I've got my 2 feet, and there are several ways we can attach this. Now we've got,
oh, there you are.
We can use stretchy tape.
Yep.
We can use Oasis tape, whichever is your preferred method, or you can use sticky dots.
Yeah.
Blue dots. I use them all. The other ones here, you know, I've got every brand here, to be honest with you. I try them all because one works better for something than another.
Yeah,
does.
yeah. We did a show with Sue Bowler a while ago, and she was talking about her blog, her most popular blog ever. I think it was all about glues, different types of adhesive. I didn't realize there were so many that you could use, but because we sell quite a lot of them, but there's loads.
Oh, it's great. Now I've just done that and rubbed it over with my hand, and it comes off much easier.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put another piece over the top of that. And it does come off much, much easier. Now I could leave that in there and use it as a tying point if I want to, but I'm not going to trim it off. I've left that on there for a reason. And I'm going to have his feet pointing outwards. I'll push that on there. Press hard and hold. That's that one done. I'll do the same on the other side. Been a while, Greg, hasn't it?
It has been. I can't even remember the last time that we did a show together. Are you looking forward to coming down? We'll have to do some real live ones again soon.
Oh, that'd be great.
And training. What about training? Have you got any training planned?
I've got some ideas. I'll have to talk to you about them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So there's our little feet. We'll attach our arms now as well. And all I'm going to do is just tie them in. Same on the other side.
I mean, when you've been on before, Bob, you've done some quite complicated things, like that golfer. That was quite complicated when you did the golfer. Do you remember that one?
Oh, yes.
You did the weave, and that was very complicated. This, I think, is easier. It's easier for me to follow, at least.
Yeah, and it's modular. So
yeah.
I thought break things down into simplicity, you know?
Yeah.
Then with this now, I say, this is one bloom for this, and well, two blooms for the, one for the feet and hands, and one for the, and then all I'm going to do is make another loop around for his wrist, for his jacket. I'll make it watertight, see? There we go.
Do you know any jokes about divers?
No.
No, me neither.
Do you?
No.
I'm terrible at remembering the punchline.
I was hoping you'd be able to add something to the show with a little bit of comedy there, but yeah, clearly we're as bad as each other.
So there we are. Tie that one in. Yeah. Obviously, that's gone too small, that one. I'll replace that one. But there we are. There's our diver. Obviously, we can put our mask on. And we can put the little rivets around there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of detail makes all the difference.
It does.
We can do this in pink if you wanted to as well.
Yeah.
Any colour, because you've got all the colours on that.
Fantastic.
So there's our deep sea diver. Now, before I go any further with that, I'm just going to inflate a 260Q to about 2/3. I'm going to leave a little tail on there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wrap this into his head a few times and leave it there for later.
Okay. What's it going to be, Bob?
Now, sorry?
What's it going to be? Are you not going to tell me?
Ah.
I obviously missed it when I saw the thing earlier.
Well, what it's going to be is his bubbles going up to his...
There you go.
All the way to the top.
Yeah.
Now, the next thing I'm going to do is create this coral.
Okay.
Now, obviously, I've used green here, but you can use, as I said, the bubble itself has got so many different colours on there. You can do what you wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if I show you the green one, and don't forget, have them all different heights to create different sizes and movement and so forth.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, again, I've left plenty on the end because the more you twist, the more you got room to push the bloom down.
Yeah.
And basically, all I'm going to do here is roughly 2 finger bubbles, about 1.25 inch bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a few twists, and then a very soft, notice I press it, 1 inch bubble. And then I'll wrap that around there like so. And then I'm going to repeat the first bubble. Okay. A few times again. Squeeze it so it's soft. A few twists. And notice I'm holding this end so it doesn't unravel.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And then pull that around again. And it's looking like a giraffe now. And then I can leave go of that now because it's all locked into each other. Keep going along. When I get to my next bubble, twist it around. Now, I've had a little accident there. Can you see?
Not at all, no, but I'll believe you.
Well, what's happened is the balloon's popped.
Oh, I see.
So, rather than waste the balloon, I'll tie a knot there. Continue on.
Very clever.
So there we are. That's where we left off just now.
Yep.
Again, another. And if you're losing air in the end, just let some air out and carry on. Now, so here we are. This is going to be our short end.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to start where the knot is, and all I'm going to do is pull this one over the top of these two bubbles here.
Okay.
So I bring that in closer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
All I'm going to do is roll that. That was good, wasn't it?
Real life, Bob. It happens.
I'll just start again. Okay, we twist. Bubble. Bubble. Twist. More bubble. And when you master this, you can do it very quickly.
Yeah.
Twist.
This is good because you
Bubble.
showed it slowly and now you're doing it quickly. This is good.
This is more or less in real time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you want to, you can adjust the height for them and so forth. So if I come back up here now, again, roll that over,
Yeah.
twist it round. Same thing onto the next set.
Have you ever done this before, Bob?
Well, a couple of times, mate, a couple of times. I'll speed it up now. How embarrassing is this? It happens to the best of us, mate.
It does. It does.
And it proves to everyone there that we're only human.
The trick is just carrying on and just figuring it out. And,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So there we go. Twist around. That's the importance of a soft bubble as well.
And then you can just keep doing that as long as you make it as long as you want it to be.
Yeah. We'll do the last one. There we go.
Cool.
And then I can create this piece on the bottom. So this could be my attachment point to go into the joint there.
Ah, I see. I see. That's perfect.
Okay.
That's great. So you
So
just do
that's that one.
whatever colors you want, whatever sizes you want, combine them and put them on the base
Yeah.
there.
Now, I'll show you. Shall I go on to the other style?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'll say when I'm using these, I usually use nitrogen rather than hand filled because they last longer, especially the 160 Qs.
Yeah. So if you were doing a window display or something, nitrogen is perfect for that.
Yeah, it lasts much longer. Now, this time we're using a 160, and I'm going to do equal bubbles on either side, and they're just little loops. And as I push this one in, I got that trapped in my finger. I'm pushing that in there, little twist round, come back on this side, and I can twist that around, or I can loop that over the top like so. Good.
Cool.
Then come to the next one. Loop in, twist around, loop in, force the air round.
Yeah.
Around. The thing is, they can play this back a few times if they want to, can't
Absolutely. That's the joy of YouTube.
What's that?
The joy of YouTube.
Yeah. Again, you can go on and then make them a little bit smaller. And that's another
that is
type
cool.
of seaweed.
Yeah,
okay.
Love it.
You can leave that on the top if you want to. Or make a little bubble on the top. There we are.
Very cool.
That's the pink one I've got.
Yeah, like it.
Okay. And I was going to add another one into there. And you can see where I put an extra pinch in there on the bubble to hold it into the center.
Yeah, yeah. That's excellent.
And the next piece of seaweed, I'll show you with a larger balloon. Use a hand cup here. I've done it with a 160. And basically, I'm doing this way so you can see what I'm doing. The same as the other one, but the difference is on this side, we do a smaller bubble. What?
Okay.
The next one. And now I'm going to put the big bubble on the opposite side.
Oh, you're
a smaller bubble on the same side.
Mixing it up, Bob. You're mixing it up.
Yeah, mixing it. And that's all we do.
That's excellent.
And there's many other forms of seaweed, obviously.
Yeah.
But this gives you a bit. I'll show you quickly with a 160. As you can see, I vary the sizes because it adds depth and color and so forth.
Yeah.
And as they practice, get yourself faster. There you go.
That didn't squeak too much either.
I'd like to put the 2 knots on the end of there.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. I can trim that off. And there's the other part of our seaweed.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's the 3 different types of seaweed I've placed in there.
Yeah.
I could go for overkill, but I think I'll just put enough in there to keep the character
No, that's brilliant.
animated.
Yeah.
Now, it's been a bit warm in the shop here today. These are just small bubbles to add a little bit more color. And all I've done there is basically 1 puff, let a little bit of air out,
Yeah.
Tried it. Get another one. One puff. And then I bring both knots together.
Mm-hmm.
Lock into place, and that's my piece to put in between, and just slide it in.
Perfect.
And that'll hold itself in there.
Yeah. I love it. Bob, thank you so much for that. And then when you, oh yeah, bubbles.
Could I just show this little bit?
Yes, absolutely. I forgot about that.
When you fix this into the center, you can either use that as your anchor, add a balloon to that and use that to anchor in.
Yeah.
So that's nice and secure. And then you do a few bubbles here, and you can vary these in size if you want to.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is secure now, so I can carry on.
You always twist the same way, don't you?
Always twist the same way, yeah.
6 years of BMTV and I've learned something. There you go. Always twist the same way when you're doing bubbles.
And say when you come to the top, you can make them smaller.
Yeah. Oh, it's getting tight now, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got a little bit left, that's all. But I've got enough there to do the job.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, if I leave go of that now, it's going to pop. So if I hold the end there, tie off. The second I leave go of this now, that'll all unravel. But I'll tie it into there for the moment. There we go. I hope that was okay for you, Greg, and your...
Bob, it was great. So, and then show everybody the finished product again. So...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Obviously...
So this is the finished product.
You could just put all
as
those...
you can see, it's nice. Oh, that one's come undone there. Let's redo that. There we go.
So you've just helium filled the bubble, obviously.
Yeah, this could be all done air filled.
Yeah.
Save on cost as well.
Yeah.
And you could have a pole coming up through here.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then you've got a collar on it, and then you just attach everything together, just using the balloons, the necks of the balloons themselves.
That's right. Yeah.
That's fantastic, Bob.
And the nice thing is that this has got movement as well, and the character can move as well.
Yeah. No, I love it. Absolutely love it. And is that the sort of thing you would sell in the shop? You would display that and people would come in and buy it, or you just change the theme?
Well, over the years, I've noticed that people buy what they see.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
You can, you can describe something, but have you got a picture?
Yeah.
A picture paints 1,000 words.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, you can downsize that as well. You can upsize it, upscale it.
No, that's fantastic.
I put them in the shop. Well, when the shop was open, we had them on display around the shop as well, obviously. Yeah. But the shop window now is our main display point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Bob, you should know this, even though I forgot to warn you. As a guest on BMTV, you get to ask the question of the week. So do you have a question of the week for everybody out there?
Question? Oh, God, you put me on the spot now.
I know. I'm sorry. I always forget.
What would you like to see developed by the balloon, the industry leaders? What would you like to see?
So what kind of product?
That's a different one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So what kind of product, or a range of products, or what do you mean?
A product,
a specific product.
We'd like to see, yeah.
Okay, so leave your comments down below. What product would you like to see the industry manufacturers develop? Leave your comment down below. Bob, thank you so much for all of this. As always, it's great to see you again. It's great to be able to do this. I am intrigued to see the rest of your shop, so maybe we'll save that for another time. But I'm glad technically we managed to get there in the end. So yeah, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And thank you, everybody out there. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you've not subscribed, please do. And hit the little bell icon so you're notified of every video that we upload. Stay safe, stay happy. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.